Hi, Ed Finch here. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the HeadsUp4HTs app, which you might have seen on social media or you might have got a letter about. At the moment, HeadsUp are offering some free trials of this, and I'll share a link and a QR at the end of this video, but quite possibly you're wondering what the app is, what it's for. And so I wanted to take no more than 10 minutes of your time. 10 minutes is a big ask, but I'll ask for it, to show you some of the things that the app does and some of the things that people are using it for. Now, I'm going to be using it on my phone today because I can. You could use it on your laptop, you could use it on your desktop, you could use it however you like. But anyway, I'm going to use it on my phone, so I'll open it up. It's opening there. And I'll show you what it can do. Something that a lot of people are doing is they're just checking in once a day, which I think is really sensible. They're just saying to the app, this is how they're feeling. The app gives them some little bit of feedback. It's kind of like journaling in a way, isn't it? But it makes us think about how we're doing. So I'm going to say, how am I feeling today? Hello, Jamie. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed today. Lots to do. Lots to think about. So that's how I'm feeling. And we'll see what Jamie says. Jamie is the name we've given to the avatar. So she says, "Hi Ed, it's okay to feel overwhelmed given the demands of leadership. Let's try starting with a simple step that might help. Identify the one task, the frog you're avoiding now, but you know you'll have the biggest." There you go, that's a good bit of advice. See if you can swallow the frog. See if you can do the big thing first. If you do that every day, you'll be checking in with your feelings, and hopefully you'll feel a bit more in touch with yourself, and then it'll be a helpful thing. The advice that Jamie gives all comes from HeadsUp materials. So this is a large language model like other LLMs that you've come across, but everything in the pool, everything in the corpus is from recorded interviews and transcripts and documents and all the different things that HeadsUp has created over the years. It's all gone into this. So you're getting advice from head teachers for head teachers, not something out of the entire world of the internet. Something else a lot of people like to do with the app, and we're seeing people using it, is they're using it to plan letters. Now, I thought about this before I started recording the video, and I found some notes that we made at SLT. We had a member of the PTA come in to join us, and we kind of spitballed what we're going to do for the Christmas fair. So I've got that from another document. I made a few rough notes, and I'm just going to drop them in so you'll be able to see that I've already copied them. I'm going to paste them in. Very rough notes. They say things like drinks and hot chocks, £2 entry, must be accompanied by an adult. I'm afraid the spelling on it is terrible, but that doesn't matter because Jamie is pretty good at working out what I mean in my notes. I'm going to say, oh, I've gone ahead, but it's okay, she won't mind. She's just thinking about my Christmas fair for me. It sounds like a great idea for St Swithin's CEO. Oh yes, she knows my name, she knows the school I'm head of. I've put that stuff in, and so it means that everything can be tailored. I can put in anything I want in there and she can hold that information. So it's not like going to ChatGPT and then getting stuff with square brackets, name and things. We're going to be getting stuff that's tailored. I'm going to say, can you turn this information into a letter for parents? And she's going to have a go. This is the sort of thing that when I was ahead, I could spend an hour on easily trying to get this right. And Jamie's going to have a go now in just a few moments. Good for her. Now, I'm sure it's not going to be perfect. I'm sure there'll be a couple of tweaks that I want to make, but it's going to be an awful lot quicker than me doing it myself. She said, "Dear parents and carers, I'm delighted to invite you to our festive Christmas fair at St Swithin's Primary, Ledford, Devon. The fair will take place on Saturday." She's got that. She's taken all the information. She's even corrected my spelling mistakes. She's managed to figure out that a tombola is actually a tombola, which was a big thing. And genuinely, it's ready to go. It's all right. That letter is ready to go, which means I can send it off and I can get home and see my family that bit quicker. One more thing people might like to use it for, and people are using it for, is to plan for meetings. Something that a lot of heads find difficult, a lot of human beings find difficult, is thinking about difficult conversations that they're going to be having. And it's easy just to blast into those conversations. There's part of the eat the frog thing, is sometimes you rush into things to get them out of the way and you're not quite ready. So I'm going to get Jamie to help me. Can you help me to plan a difficult meeting, please? I like to say please. She's an AI, but manners cost nothing. I have to speak to a colleague who is not planning their lessons. This is impacting pupil progress, and some of the parents are getting increasingly anxious and angry. Look, in an ideal world, you've got a chair of governors, or you've got you've got a deputy or a trusted colleague who's at the end of a phone and who you could talk these things through. Of course, nothing on the app replaces human contact, but you might not have a chair of governors or a deputy or a colleague that you feel able to talk to about some things, in which case I'm sorry and we need to work on that. But also, if you do, they might not be there at the end of the phone when you need them. They might not be there at 6:30 in the morning when you're thinking about this meeting and it's churning in your tummy, or late at night. And Jamie will always be there, and she will always try and give you a helpful, polite answer. And like I say, all of the information, all of the steers, all of the signposts, it all comes from stuff that's been written by head teachers and for head teachers. It's not just delving into the depths of the internet. She says, certainly, Ed, here's how you might structure the meeting to ensure it's constructive and supportive. She's suggesting we prepare, review any specific instance or feedback, have examples ready, but keep the discussion focused on the overall pattern rather than isolated events. She talks about setting the tone. She talks about addressing the issue. I mean, I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but it is good advice. Listen, what you're seeing is all very bullet pointy because I've asked it to be, because I said to Jamie that's how I would like it to be. I'm just going to show you really quickly that we could customize it a little bit if we want to. There you go. I've gone through to the general settings, and I've gone to that middle tab you'll see is customize. I'm going to click on that. Here's the information I've given her. I should have put in the phone number, shouldn't I? The number, the phone number, I won't do it now. The phone number of the school could be in there, the email, all the information that you want to have could be right here. And here, response behaviour. How would you like Jamie to behave when talking to you? I prefer it direct and to the point, please, is what I said. You might say I'd like it warm and humorous. However you'd like her to be, she can be the coach that you need her to be. Just wanted you to see that. So, there's the app, and there's three things that I showed you. I showed you checking in for well-being and the good advice that she gives. I showed you drafting a letter. She does that very well. I showed you helping to think through an issue or plan a meeting. She's very good at that. And I mean, there's a million other things you could use it for, but those are good advance the range. Like I say, Heads Up for Head Teachers are offering free trials. They're time limited, but if you drop your email and a little bit of information into the Google form that I'll link you to in just a second, we'll give you a few days. You can try out all the things I've shown you, and you can try out more, and if you've got any questions about it, you get in touch with me or Katie or James, and we'll give you some support. But anyway, I'm going to try and drop a QR code here over my bookcase, so I'll leave that there for a little while for you to look about. I hope that's been useful. I hope it's been interesting. I don't know, you might have lots of concerns about using AI in the classroom, and I know that I do, but I also think there's some brilliant uses we can put it to, and I think this is one. So take a free trial, have a go, see what you think. We won't charge you a penny, and if you like it, it might help you to support your workload, support your well-being, make you happier, happy head teacher does a better job. Thank you. Speak soon.